We send it inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, ILIA, TOPURIA! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, ARMAN TSARUKYAN!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, let us get to the early round action here, and a lot of people believe that ARMAN TSARUKYAN eventually will be a UFC champion. Had a main event with Mateusz Gamrot, that did not go his way, but he's back on the horse, still believes that he will be a force to be reckoned with in this division, and as far as this matchup is concerned, doesn't really see a whole lot of holes in his opponent's game, so we'll see how he chooses to attack. Kicks there by TOPURIA. Yes, on that punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot. Jab hurt him a little bit.
Well, he was setting up the hooks early and often tonight. Watch for him to try to set it up again here. All right, so 1 minute into the fight, and I'm not sure these fighters realize that we got 3 or 5 rounds. Oh, well-disguised hip toss there to get his opponent down. Well, how about the movement off of the back? Nice job to avoid the ground and pound here by ILIA TOPURIA.
Oh, right into mount. Gotta be careful here.
Moving his... Oh, huge elbow! We might get a stoppage here soon. Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. Three minutes to go. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter.
Oh, another huge ground strike landed by him there. How much more can one man take? Oh, huge ground strikes.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head. Under 2 minutes now to go in the round.
Let's work on standing this up. We need to work.
Oh, he's got his back. TOPURIA getting worked here from the top. Ground and pound strikes raining down. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Under a minute to go. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut. Yep, gotta be very careful there.
TSARUKYAN's in half guard.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you gotta be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Ok, bien sûr. Bon, il va falloir se mettre au boulot. Je sais que tu vas mieux, c'est d'accord? On va pas laisser ce type nous battre. Tu vas y retourner et dominer le prochain round dans tous les secteurs. Il faut que tu sois...
All right, let us now look back at some of the highlights from that round, and there just aren't that many guys on this roster that can keep up this offensive wrestling pace over 15 or 25 minutes.
But he's one of those guys. He is one of those guys that's able to continuously take you down even if you get up over and over. He has this ability to maintain that pace and pressure that he can wear his opponents down. That's why you see him get so many finishes as the fight progresses.
Well, there was a moment in that previous round when it looked like we weren't going to get to this next round. Here we are. We will see the extent to which he has recovered.
Let's see how he recovered over the course of that minute. They were putting water over his head. They were trying to bring him back. But I was...
Oh, how about the judo toss there? Judo 101.
Getting them out here.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. He passes to half guard.
Well, we told you off the top of the broadcast he could do it all, but he's leaning on the striking tonight and continues to hit his opponent really with most of what he's throwing.
Well, he can't miss. I mean, it's like the guy's throwing a baseball at the side of a barn. Everything he throws, he lands, and he's showing that he can do it, and he can do it in abundance. The pace that this young man is fighting at is truly something special.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by TSARUKYAN. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. The ground strike.
You have to fight back.
That was a slick transition.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by TSARUKYAN. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
TSARUKYAN is in half guard.
There it is. Now he's running mouth.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by TSARUKYAN. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition for the opponent now here in round two. I think he's still compromised. We'll see if he can recover here. He's in a world of trouble. All right, you don't see this every day. North-south position on the ground. try to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position up the bottom.
Oh, he postures up in a big head strike by ILIA TOPURIA. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
These ground strikes are starting to add up. TOPURIA is looking to pass from full guard into half guard here, but he's denied. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard. Lands that beautiful jab. Oh, nice.
Gets to the single collar tie now. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Now goes to the uppercut. Fighters separate from the clinch now. Another strike hits that eye area, and it is getting messier by the minute up there.
Well, he's getting targeted now. He's been hitting that spot so many times that his opponent sees the cut, and the cut is advancing.
Oh, how about...
Holy smokes!
Nice judo toss for him there. Fighter trying to pass here, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
TOPURIA's in half guard now.
Now he's going full mount.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. 2 rounds in the books. Right, so that round is in the books. TOPURIA is bleeding from the forehead there a little bit. It doesn't appear to be too bad. The focus for the cut man, though, to make sure that he can stop the bleeding and not allow the blood to get into the eyes.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 3rd round of this championship fight. Oh, he tags him with the straight hand there. Nice job by ILIA TOPURIA. Well, one got through, that kick was blocked.
Oh! He's hurt bad. That leg kick hurt.
Big shots here.
Oh, right into mount.
Well, we told you we'd keep an eye on it, DC. That cut is starting to open up wider now, and he continues to target that area wisely.
Well, when you saw it right away, it wasn't that bad. But as he continues to target it, you can start to see it opening up. Look for him to continue to go down that route to try to get this victory.
All right, he's got side control. Now trying to isolate an arm.
Yeah, he's trying to go to a Kimura lock. Right here, he'll either try to get the submission or use the sweep.
This could be the end of the fight. He gets out, though. Wow!
Yeah, he did a great job of straightening his arm. And then when his arm straightened, he followed the momentum going in that direction to free himself from that Kimura attempt.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other, DC.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched.
Big strike lands.
Big strike. Takes down that big.
And back to his feet.
There you go. There you go.
Postures shoulders up and lands a brutal strike to the head. Well, now that cut in the eye area, Daniel, becoming a major storyline. He's got to be careful.
He's got to be very careful and address it right now before it gets to the point that there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take.
Oh, nice elbow. Oh!
And there it is!
Oh, my goodness!
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him, but for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. The official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 21 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, ARMAN TSARUKYAN!
Well, DC, you know what it's like to be the UFC heavyweight champion. It's not the easiest belt to defend. Kind of